Hi everyone, this is Ben Chai, the Doctor Who of business, coming at you from my swimming pool in Dubai. As you can, you can hear it, I don't know, but there's a lot of background noise because this swimming pool is on the top of a building in the middle of the city. And really, I just want to share some thoughts about status because Dubai is a very status driven city. In other words, they're interested in the kind of like watches you might be wearing, the cars you're driving, the houses that you're living in. Very, very interesting. And for someone who is a non status person, in other words, I don't care about that kind of stuff. I just like to go on and have adventures and meet interesting people. So for me, Dubai probably isn't one of the best places for me to live in, from the perspective that I'd constantly be going against the grain. Like, well, for various reasons, I don't wear a watch, but I probably today wouldn't wear one anyway, just because I can tell the time from either my internal clock or, funny enough, from my mobile phone. Great, these mobile phones, aren't they? But it is very interesting, and I guess in business, people want to be aligned to certain kinds of people. Certainly, I do. I don't want to be aligned with people who, for example, I believe are scamming other people or hurting other people, which is why really I've walked away from some organizations when I found the truth about what's going on through deep due diligence of those people. And in fact, one organization tried to get me to join them many times and pay me, but again, because I'm more concerned about helping people than hurting them and scamming them in any way, I felt that it was inappropriate for me to be aligned with that organization, no matter how much money I have. And this is the thing, you know, I think perhaps sometimes people can join and do things that perhaps are inauthentic to help them make money, but long term it will hurt them internally, inside, in your heart, that thing that beats. And so I find that I am better equipped to either be on my own or work with people who have similar value systems, as opposed to in the days when I was younger, so much younger than today, even though they think that I look like my brother, Nate Chai. Hello, Nate, out there. But, in the past, I worked with a guy who was essentially ripped off all the investors, including myself, and I used to support the guy. How crazy was that of me? Like, try to make excuses for his bad behavior. So today, this is just not what I would want to do. I think it's just a very, very wrong thing to do. And I heard recently of a court case where a guy with a very high branding has gone after really a lady who probably couldn't defend herself, has very little money, and he's trying to sue her for 25, 30, 50 million. It doesn't matter what the figure was. It was just a crazy thing. But you know what? I actually heard she won. Isn't that amazing? Like I'm sure a lot of dirty tricks were played on the rich person's side, because I know some of these people, but she still won, and well done for her. Really well done. So really what I'm trying to say, guys, is you've got to follow your own value system in your heart. And if that means you don't make money, and I know that's difficult, especially perhaps sometimes when you've got a family to support, then that's gonna be a tough decision to make. It really is, and certainly I wouldn't judge you for doing something. There's a beautiful theatre production which I've seen several times called Les Miserables, where this man, he steals bread to feed his family. Now, this guy, he's essentially a good person. He's got a good heart, but he just didn't have any money, and his family was starving. And if you're in that kind of situation, I support you. I really do. Please do let people know, and perhaps they can help you. And that comes on to the second thing that I want to share, really. So apart from status, one of the best things that you could ever do in your life is learn how to communicate. Really learn how to communicate. And I think there's a lot of fear around communication these days, especially when in a place like Dubai, Dubai, or I will buy. So especially in a place where status means everything. And if you ask for help from somebody, or if you tell them that actually this doesn't work for you, then you might be looked down upon. And some of the best relations you may have been broken because you don't want to communicate the truth of the situation, how you are feeling. And maybe if they knew how you were feeling, then they would have done something about it. But perhaps, again, because of the way you felt, the people that you'd surrounded yourself with, this was not really a great communication. But if you can do that and be yourself, I mean, I want to use this word authentic, but I think it's so overdone. And I'm now seeing that many of these stage speakers who I don't trust any stage speakers anymore, are using this word authentic, and it's overdone because they are anything but authentic. On a side note, those same people talk about the law of abundance, yet they don't seem to have any abundance in their hearts because they're worried about people stealing people from their events. I mean, for me, there's just 3 or 4 people, or they're worried about money. And if you're worrying about these things, then that is not someone who's having abundance in their life. Okay, guys, so Dubai, love it. Really, really love Dubai. You've seen a lot of my pictures. Lots of great iconic buildings, if you like buildings. I like people, so I go and hang out with them, and some of them you've seen me interview on my Facebook, but all awesome people. Really, really fantastic place if you have money, and also the tax laws if you're in business, very good for you. So really great place to potentially set up a business. It may cost you up to $20,000. I can help you with that, not directly. I'll put you in touch with people if you do want to set up your business in Dubai. So anywhere between, I don't know, $2,000 to $20,000 US dollars to set up, depending on your business and what you want to do with that business. And just a reminder again, guys, please, I know sometimes it's difficult to be yourself and follow your values. I really do understand it, and certainly I've broken my own rules before for money or fame, but it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it, and you'll hurt yourself in the long term. So find those values that you do. By the way, on another broadcast, people are always asking me, Ben, what do you do? How do you make money? So the problem I have with answering that question is actually deep down I'm a business person. I have many roles, but the roles are not who I am. So I've been an actor in a number of films, which include Sean Connery and Madonna and people like that. I've been a stage speaker for many organizations. I'm an author. I've had my own businesses in a variety of places, but those are just roles. They're not who I am. Who you are consists of your values. Like, for example, if I see bullying, that's a no. I get angry. So bullying's out. If I can give you your 15 minutes of fame, that's one of my values. This is who I am. And if I can help you get that 15 minutes of fame, or I can help you be successful, then these are some of my values. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this very quick Facebook Live. I'm off for my last swim in Dubai before I return to the UK. And just thank you all for following me on my if you like, my Dubai escapades. As you've seen, I've posted a lot this week. I don't normally post that much recently, just because I've been so busy. But hope to see all of you wherever you are, and do reach out to me if you're struggling or want to know something, and if I can help you, I will. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. See you soon. Bye.